this video's starting in this terrible place again. The menu. Apparently, MightyHigh has done something. No. No. No! Why? Of all the things you could have done to me. Alright, this is actually pretty funny. This is gonna take a minute to clear, but I mean, it's a bunch of wood, so I mean, if anything, I get to profit off this. Bunch of wood for more chests for hoppers. I'm down with it. I might even leave a couple up top, because that's supposed to be a forest anyway. So some of these upper ones might actually get left. Maybe not the ones on the edge, but like a few in the middle I'll leave. I'll mark them with a sign. Donated by MightyHigh. Alright. I'm gonna clean this up and then we're gonna get on to the video today. This would have been so bad if I did not have an efficiency axe. Oh, I'm gonna leave the top for now because I want to get working on the inside of here. And first, to start out with, I'm probably gonna mess with some detailing stuff in a creative test world because I've never done caves before, and this is kind of supposed to be a cave, so I kind of gotta mess with it a bit, see if I can get the detailing right. It's gonna be a lot of andesite and cobblestone, I reckon, so it shouldn't be too hard. But before we get too far into that, the second part of the detailing is a bit interesting. And to explain where this idea from, I do have to take you guys back a bit to about January 16th. Now, this is the world where I do a lot of my testing for designs and stuff as of late. You can see the big iridium, I don't even know. It's like this big purple flame, right? And this is where I developed the concept for the flame that we're going to be doing sometimes in our build. And so to do this sort of thing, I kind of just work my way through the creative process of try, fail, retry again. Like this was my first attempt, I think. Then it was this one. Then this one. I think this might have actually been my first attempt. And then back here you can see the wall design. Then I worked on this, which came up pretty good. And then I worked on this, which came out really good, and I actually really like this, and I really am proud of it. But in the cavern that we're building, I wanted to have a bunch of big red crystals, and red was chosen because a buddy of mine named Israel, yes, his name's Israel, like the country, he chose the color red. I gave him 3 options. I think it was green, purple, and red, and he chose red, which I liked because it fit with redstone crystals. And I, for the life of me, could not get a good-looking crystal. I tried, like, as you can see here, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5.5-ish different methods. And oh my lord, I cannot come up with them. They're all terrible. So that's when I decided to ask a buddy of mine for help. So someone on the Unorthoblocks server that you may know of, named GrayFux, whose channel is going to be down below, and that's Fux's FUX. So I mean, I don't get monetized anyway, so doesn't matter. But yeah, not the most PG-13 friendliest name. I guess PG-13 allows for 1 cuss, so screw it. But yeah, he designed this world, or this crystal on his world, which then he turned into this, and it's really cool looking. Don't get me wrong; it's just a bit big, but I tried to learn his method for building it, so this is my attempt, which, as you can see, they're fairly close. I mean, there's a few obvious differences because there's no perfecting this, but then I tried to go a little bit smaller, and I got about this small, which wasn't much smaller, and then I tried another attempt to make it smaller, and I failed horribly, and then I tried again, and I got it a lot better. It's about half the size of the original big one. And then I tried doing a diagonal one, and that came out fairly well as well. But yeah. But yeah, so they have a lava, magma, and redstone core. And then it's a layer of orange glass surrounded and encased by a layer of red glass. These bigger ones had 4 layers of glass in total. These smaller ones that we're going to be using only have 2. I want to scatter these around our cave we've got going. And the way I do this is, honestly, I start with my base. So we start with something like that, and then we sort of just build up a bit. Then we build up again. Then again. Then we go into like a smaller, sort of 1 wide area. and then we stop wherever we feel like it. So you get the idea. It has to be a bit bulkier than this, actually, to be honest. Usually I want it kind of like this, where it ends up being a bit bulky. And then I can do something like that if I don't like it, and that usually is how I come up with the main core shape that we end up filling in. Do that. So you can see, then I replace all these blocks once I'm done building the glass with the interiors and such. So big thanks to Gray for coming up with this crystal methodology. I did tweak it a bit to get it down to what I want, but I want to show you how beautiful these things look in not only nighttime. They look pretty cool in nighttime, and also in a cave they look a lot better. But with shaders on, my word, these things are insane to look at. Like, they're so good. This one I never replaced the core of. But, like, look at this big one. Like, if I was going for big crystals, this would be insane. Like, oh my god. I just love these things so much. I was so happy with how these came out finally, with the help of Gray, and I can't thank him enough. Because this is going to be a cornerstone of my entire storage room's design. So, once again, thank you. Link's going to be at the top of the description, like, very top. It's going to have a special thing for it. Please go check him out. Great guy. Great videos. Anyway, time to detail. Bex did something to me. Oh, what a fucking surprise. I'm on this front screen again. Oh, look, it's Bex. Except it's not. I already fell for that.
It wasn't even a prank. You weren't supposed to think it was me.
I thought it was you. So I joined while while I thought Bex was here. And I was looking this way. Then I looked back. I saw just that, so I immediately left because I didn't want to ruin anything. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to... Ooh, a Heart of the Sea.
Yep. I told you I had one, and you said you were going to commandeer it, then you never did, so
Yeah,
happy birthday.
I'm going to put rotten flesh in here and refilm it, make it look like you give me rotten flesh. This can stay here for now. I'm too lazy to get rid of it. I need to start working on this actual thing. I need to actually do this storage room. It has been probably a good few weeks since I've been on the server at all, from that last clip, and we are now on 1.15, so we can do B stuff, but I'm too lazy to do that right now, and I'm kind of getting into that on hardcore, which I want to record more of. But yeah, videos are slow right now because I don't know, I'm just feeling unmotivated. Wow, that's loud. Let's turn you down just a bit. There we go. Jeez. But yeah, videos are a bit slow at the moment because I'm feeling uninspired. I want to try to get some more done, hopefully today. I don't know, I've just been feeling more towards streaming. And that's a debate I've been having with myself, is whether or not I want to lean more towards streaming. Because streaming tends to be a bit less stressful because there's no real, oh, I have to be done editing at this time. It's just like, oh, I'm playing video games, so I'm going to upload it. Or I'm going to do it live. I don't know. Oh, it doesn't there. I don't really care. I'm out of rockets at the moment. And rather than just go home and grab the rockets I have, I'm going to buy rockets because I'm lazy. Alrighty, so I have gotten a few complaints about my base. As in, the Guardian farm below causes everyone that visits my base major issues. So I think we're going to drain it because we don't really use it. And then we are going to replace it at some point with a singular like a single modular rather than what we have now, because people don't like this design. People don't like it. They hate it. They despise it. It causes them too many issues. So I'm gonna have to drain this out, and then we will continue with what I've been doing, which is landscaping. I've been terraforming the inside of this cavern just a bit. I've gotten about halfway done now. There's still a few. I need to add a few cobblestone walls and such still. But as you can see, it's looking a bit more detailed now. We're going to do this on all sides. And we have a bunch of wool as placeholders for the crystals. And yeah, it's coming along fairly well. I did a little bit of roof terraforming up here as well, which I'm definitely going to have to go back on and add a few more things as well. But I'm liking it so far, so I'm going to keep going. I added a little archway to that one. I think it looks cool. And then I've been adding slabs, and cobblestone, and andesite, just gray tones, and a few pebbles, so to speak, with these buttons. I've been liking placing buttons because they look like little stones, little pebbles. And I think we just actually added heads blocks things, like you can get like the, it's like the block texture, but it's a head, so I might do that with stone and stuff. I need to remove all this dirt from all the trees that frickin'... So many trees, so many birch trees. I don't know why he had to do that to me. Alrighty, so I have done the terraforming, at least for now, on these bits. That's a little heavy on the cobblestone in this area, but that's fine. I'm gonna need to terraform these sections. I kind of did this section just a bit. Gonna go back and they're talking about something. But now we're gonna do a quick little, probably time lapse of me doing the crystals, which is gonna be interesting. I don't know how it's gonna turn out there messing with data. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Alrighty, so I am in the process of finishing up these crystals, and the last step to finishing these crystals is actually doing the cores. And to do the cores, I would recommend, if you're going to build crystals like this, or any sort of similar idea, I suppose, if you're going to have a filling, use wool to start off with, and then escalate to your main, like, filling you want to do, because trying to put lava down and then build around that would have been very painful. Especially if you're using lava. Because I have fallen in quite a few times, and it's not pleasant. It's a lot of panic of trying to survive. But this is the last crystal we have, and then we should... Ow. I do that a lot too. Just ignore my stupidity for a moment, please. Let's do that, and that, and that. That. Then... that, I think? No. Something goes there. Whoops. Put a redstone block there. That there, and bam. Now we are all done with all these crystals, and it is looking pretty cool in here now. It looks even cooler when we drop the brightness to Moody, because you get that nice glow effect off all these crystals. It'll look better with shaders, but Optifine is still a little bit behind on allowing me to use shaders, so we will take a look at that probably next episode. Hopefully shaders will be done. But for now, this is looking pretty cool, and I think we're about ready to start moving all of our stuff into chests so we can finish up the staircase on this end, then do all the flooring, and then I also have to finish terraforming the roof, but I'll probably do that bit off camera because I think we've had enough terraforming for one lifetime, or at least for these next videos, because we still have the top to terraform and the below area to terraform, but you know. Oh, I also disabled the Guardian farm, which you have seen, I believe. Maybe? I don't know. But yeah, I drained out all the water, so this thing's turned off, which means we're getting a lot more FPS. I'm probably going to replace it with a smaller design just in the center at some point, and it's not going to be for XP, because the next episode we are going to build an Enderman grinder because the server still doesn't have one, and we desperately need one because that's the best way to get XP, and you can't change my mind. It's the best XP farm in the world. But for now, I think this video is about done, so I will see y'all in the next one. I hope you have enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe to see more. I'm trying to get back to the whole Minecraft and videos in general thing, so we shall see when the next upload is. Hopefully only a few days from this video. Trying to get back into a good upload schedule, but life has been crazy as always. And bye-bye!